Hi everyone, myself Shahidul Islam is going to present the video lecture session today from the channel Scholar Arena. Today we will be enlightening Ray Optics Unit 6 with the selection of probable 10 questions from mirror and lens in particular. This will help the students appearing NEET and JEE examinations. You know that music is the arithmetic of sound as optics is the geometry of light. Optics developing in us through study teach us to see. Stay tuned with us and please subscribe the channel to get more videos. Time to move on problems of ray optics, and first one is here. A ray of light traveling in the direction incident a plane mirror. Let us say there is in a plane mirror and ray incident and normal drawn to the plane mirror. This is, let us say, a vector, that is the incident of light. It is given, and after reflection the vector becomes b. The angle of incident is, so here this is the direction of light and deviates by an angle, let us say it is theta. So we know a b cos theta is equal to a dot b from dot product, and cos theta is equal to a dot b, that is angle between a vector and b vector. This is the angle between a vector and b vector. This is the direction of a vector. After reflection the direction change. So a dot b by a into b, dot product, it is 1 by 4, 1 minus 3 I cap plus root 3 j cap, I cap minus root 3 j cap, and magnitude of this, magnitude of a vector is 1 and magnitude of b vector is 1. So therefore this is minus half, and theta is equal to 120 degree. So if this angle is 120 degree, angle between reflected ray and incident ray is 120 degree, and this angle by geometry is 60 degree. So angle of incidence, you know, this is the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is I and angle of incidence R. So here I plus R is equal to 60 degree, and from the law of reflection 2I equal to 60 degrees, so I equal to 30 degree. So right option here is A, angle of incidence is 30 degree. Next question. Select the graph for concave mirror between 1 by V and 1 by U. We know general mirror equation, mirror equations 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Let 1 by V equal to Y and 1 by U equal to X. So therefore the equation becomes y plus x is equal to 1 by f. So y is equal to 1 by f minus x. This equation can be compared with the straight line equation. Here the slope of the graph minus 1 and intercept C is equal to 1 by f. So this is the equation of straight line with the slope -1 and intercept is 1 by f. So therefore here the right option is C. An object of focal length 2.5 centimeter placed at a 1.5 f from a concave mirror. So here there is a concave mirror. It is concave mirror. The nature of this mirror is converging. This is converging mirror. Converging mirror. An object is placed at a distance. This is PQ. And distance from the focus is, let us say it is x. According to Sir Isaac Newtonian concept, magnification of an image, it is equal to f by x, where x is the distance of object from focus of mirror, distance of object from focus of mirror. So therefore if m equal to magnification m equal to focal length is f and distance of object from focus, it is actually f by 2, because distance from the pole of the mirror of the object is 1.5, so distance from focus is f by 2. So magnification is 2. Therefore we can say perpendicular size of image by perpendicular size of object to the principal axis is equal to 2. So therefore the size of image perpendicular to principal axis is equal to 2 times the size of object, and size of object in this problem is given 2.5 centimeter. So therefore it is 2.5 and this is 5 centimeter. So size of image is 5 centimeter. Here option -8, -10, -5, -12, all the option given here are negative. So therefore here negative sign implies that image is real. Since this object is placed outside the focus, it has the two zones. One zone is inside from pole to focus and focus to infinity. When any object is placed outside the focus, so image form, it is actually real. It is real image. When object placed outside the focus, the image form is real and this image is inverted. So minus sign here, the image is inverted. So right option here is C. A lens forms a diminished and erect image of an object. Lens form diminished and erect image of an object. Here converging lens, this is converging lens, and other is diverging lens. Converging lens can form both type of image, real image and virtual image of an real object. Diverging lens only can form virtual image of a real object. But for the virtual image, of an object, of a real object, magnification is always greater than 1. Magnification is always greater than 1. And in the case of diverging, magnification m is always less than 1. Since this lens forms a diminished and erect image, diminished, erect means virtual image is always erected, whereas real image is always inverted, you know. Since the lens forms a diminished erect image, so the image is virtual, and diminished, that is less than, magnification less than 1. So this lens is diverging lens. And you know, this lens is diverging lens. Since this lens is diverging lens, let us say there is an object PQ, this is real object, parallel ray after refraction, it will appear to come from a point, parallel ray after refraction, it will appear to come from a point on principal axis, and this point is focus, and focus stands for image, and other focus, since the lens of both the side having two focus, other focus stands for focus for object, O for object, I for image. This is not textual concept. Actually, for the application of Sir Isaac Newtonian concept, first we have to find out the focus, which one is f suffix n and which one is f suffix o. In this case, my suggestions, you have to take a parallel ray, which after refractions, it will appear to come from a point on the principal axis, and the point is focus, and this focus stands for image. And you know, we'll get a diminished erected image, and this image is virtual image. The magnification of this is less than 1. And according to Newton, xy is equal to f square, and magnification m is equal to f by x is equal to y by f. This is the equation, and all the distances measured from the focus, all the distances, that is x is measured, x is the object distance measures from focus, and y is also the image distance measures from the focus. Here, if we want to apply this equation, it is very important that, and we have to be very sincere. So measuring the distance from the focus, object distance always you have to take from the f suffix o, that is O stands for object, whereas y is always measured from, whereas y is always measured from f suffix I, that is the image distance. Now, so from this equation, if we take x, then x is equal to f by m, and f m is given 1 by 4. This is 1 by 4. So this distance is 4f. Similarly, image distance from the focus, it is f m, and this is f by 4. So distance of object from the focus f suffix o, it is 4f, and distance of the image from the focus f suffix I, it is f by 4. In the problem, the ratio of distances between object and focus and image. So in this problem, generally the focus for any lens, generally taking it is f suffix I, because according to definition of focus, you know, parallel rays after refraction, it will appear from a point on the principal axis. So generally focus means, for any type of lens, from the definitions, parallel ray after refraction, it will meet on a principal axis. Either it will meet on a principal axis or it will appear to come from a point on the principal axis, and this point is known as focus. So generally focus means, for this problem, focus means f suffix I. So from distance from f suffix I, let us say it is x. So x is the distance from focus f suffix I. It is actually x minus distance between two focus, you know, minus 2f. So x is equal to 2f, and distance from this focus of image is equal to, already calculated, you know, so this is f by 4. So if we take the ratio x dot x is to y is equal to 8 is to 1. So right option here is C. Next questions. A converging lens forms an image of an object on a screen 30 cm from the lens. When this lens is moved 90 cm towards the object, the image is again formed on the screen. Here this is a object PQ and screen is placed. An object on a screen, so there certainly the image, the nature of the image is real. Only real image can be cast on the screen. If we put here a lens, so we can get a real image on the screen. This is image number 1, let us say, and this distance is given 30 centimeter. This is actually V1 and this distance is, you know, U1. U1 plus V1 is the distance between object and screen. Again, if this lens is moved, when the lens is moved 90 centimeter towards object, so this distance initially it is 30 centimeter from the screen and it is 120 centimeter, though the scale is not proper scale, and this distance is actually 120, sorry, it is moved by 90. It is moved by 90 centimeter towards object. So the distance from the lens and screen, distance becomes 90 plus 30. So it is 120 centimeter. Though it is not properly scaled, you know. And this is actually V2. This distance is V2 and this distance is U2. So distance between screen and object, between object and screen, is equal to, either we can say U1 plus V1 is equal to U2 plus V2. And you know the object distances and the image distances. Again, object distance U1, you can get the real image here. Again, you can the object distance U2, we get a real image. We get a real image on the screen. Let us say this is I2. And these distances, that is object distance and image distances, actually conjugate pair. This means V1 is equal to U2. Similarly, V2 is equal to U1. You know V1 is equal to 30 centimeter and V2 here is equal to 120 centimeter. So for this lens equation, for this problem, lens equation, you know, lens equation 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Since object distance negative, image distance positive, focal length you know positive. So putting this, therefore you know object image distance positive, object distance negative, and focal length is positive. So the equation becomes 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So this is the equation. Here if we take 1 by F, that is the focal length of this lens, you have to find out the focal length of the lens. 1 by U1 plus 1 by V1. Here you know 1 by U1 is equal to 1 by 120 and it is 1 by 30. So F is equal to 1 by F is equal to 120 1 plus 4. So F is equal to 120 by 5. So right option here is 24 centimeter. That is the focal length of the image is 24 centimeter. Next problem, 60 centimeter long of an image. Object is formed by a convex lens on the screen placed normal to the principal axis. On moving the lens towards the screen without changing the position of object, So this questions is also asked on the same concept, that is there is an object and screen, and lens is placed in between the object and screen, and two image forms. This is, say this is object and the screen is here, and lens is placed in two places. In these two places we get the image 1, and similarly image 2. If this distance, if this distance is greater than equal to 4f, if this distance is greater than 4f, an object PQ and a screen S, if the distance between object and screen, if it is greater than d is equal to greater than 4f, so for the two positions of lens, we can displace the lens in between these two, and two real images can be formed on the screen. And magnifications of these two, that is the product of the magnification of two images, it is always unity. It is the ready-made information you have to keep for solving this problem. Magnification of two images, the product of the magnification of two images is always unity. Okay, and image 1 by size of object and image 2 by size of object is equal to 1. So therefore we can say the size of object is root over of I1 into I2, that is the geometrical mean. Size of object is the geometrical mean of the images, and the size of first real image, 16 centimeter long image, this is 16 centimeter, and the size of other real image is 9 centimeter long. So 16 into 9, root over 144. So the size of object is 12 centimeter. Right option here is C. A diminished image of an object to be obtained on a screen. Since the image is formed on the screen, so definitely the image is real. The real image only can be formed on the screen. So here this is object and screen is placed. Only the converging lens, that is convex lens, can form real image of a real object on the screen. So we have to place here a converging lens. This is object, distance between object and screen, if it is d, it can be proved theoretically. If we want to get the real image on the screen, so this distance should be greater than equal to 4f, where f is the focal length. And this distance is 1 meter. This is 4f. So f is equal to less than equal to 1 by 4. So therefore we can say f is equal to less than equal to 0.25 meter. A convex mirror of suitable focal length. Convex mirror cannot form a real image of a real object, because convex mirror is a diverging mirror in nature. So there is no question arise convex mirror, concave mirror of suitable focal length. Concave mirror can form the real image on the screen. So B may be the right option here. C, convex lens of focal length less than 0.2 meter, and similarly a convex lens of suitable focal length. Concave lens cannot form the real image of a real object. So A and D are not the right option here. Either we have to put B or C, because concave mirror can form real image, and convex lens, it is also converging in nature. But in the case of concave mirror, object and image always remain in the same side of mirror, that is the same side of focus. So the minimum distance between two object and image is not a question here. There is no question arise in the case of concave mirror. What is the minimum distance between object and screen for casting of real image? Because object and image for converging mirror or concave mirror always reside at the same side of focus. An object and image can be formed at the same point, that is at a distance from the mirror is 2f. You know, this is concave mirror, and if it is focus and if it is the center of curvature, in this case we know that object and image formed at the same point. So minimum distance between object and real image is 0. In this case, there is no question arise of minimum distance between object with its real image. So concave mirror of suitable focal length, this is not the right option. Here the right option here is convex lens, that is convex lens of focal length less than 0.25 meter. Next question. A thin rod of length f/3 is placed along the optical axis of a concave mirror. This is concave mirror, and let us say this is F and the center of curvature C. It is just double the focal length of the mirror. By eye estimation, the distance of center of curvature should be 2 times the focal length, and a rod is lies along the optical axis such that which is real and elongated just touches the rod. We know in the case of converging mirror, that is concave mirror, object and image coincides with its object at a point at center of curvature. So certainly the one end of the rod AB, one end of the rod touches the point, the center of curvature C. Because the image formed of the rod lying along the principal axis, one end of the image touches the one end of the object. So from this problem, just touches the rod such that image touches the one end of the rod, that is the object. So one end of the rod should be placed at the point C, because real image coincides with its real object at the point C. C is the center of curvature of the mirror. So A prime is the image and B prime is the image of other end. Since B is closer to focus, image of the point B is further from the focus. Closer is the object to the focus, further is the image from the focus. And from the Newtonian concept, if we take the distance of the point A, that is one end of the rod, it is from the focus F, if it is x1, and the other end is, let us say it is x2 from the focus, and distance of the image of the end B, it should be y2, you know. And distance of the point A prime, that is the image of the end A, it is y1 from the focus. So according to Newtonian concept, object and image distance is always measured from the focus of the mirror or lens. So you know, in Newtonian concept, xy is equal to f square and magnification is equal to f by x, y by f. So in Newtonian concept, if the distance of image, distances of object and image are measured from the focus, then we can say xy is equal to f square, and magnification, linear magnifications, it is f by x equal to y by f. You know, already it is discussed in the previous problem. Here, since this object is lying along the principal axis or optical axis, when it lies along the axis, you have to find out the longitudinal magnification. Longitudinal magnification. Longitudinal magnification mx, that is size of image, and this is size of object, size of image L prime by L. This is the size of image parallel to principal axis, and this is the size of object parallel to principal axis or along the principal axis. And from the distances measured from the focus, we can find the L prime. L prime, we know y2 minus y1 from the diagram, and similarly it is x1 minus x2. y2 from this equation is equal to fm2 minus fm1, and this is f by m1 f by m2. So by simple calculation, it is m1 into m2. So longitudinal magnifications, mx is equal to m1 m2. M1 m2 are the transverse magnifications or linear magnifications. Clear? And you know, M1 is the magnification of point A and M2 is the magnification of point B. Solution of this problem. M1, that is the magnification of point A. It is, you know, f by x. This is f, and x1 is the distance. X1 A is placed at the point of center of curvature. So therefore, distance from the focus is f. X1 is f. So it is 1. Similarly, linear magnification of other end, it is also f by x. F by x, it is f, and x, you know, distance of the end B from the focus f. Length of this rod is f by 3. So it is f minus f by 3. So this becomes f, distance of point B from the focus, it is equal to 2f by 3. So therefore it is 3 by 2. So the magnifications mx is equal to 1 into 3 by 2. So right option here. That is the longitudinal magnifications. There is, since you have to find out, here the question is calculate the magnifications. So you don't find the linear magnifications because the body, because object is lying along the principal axis. You have to find out the longitudinal magnifications. So right option here is A. Next problem, a screen beaming or a real image magnification M1 formed by the convex lens is moved through a distance x. So screen moved through a distance x. Here, you know, only the real image can be cast on the screen. Virtual image cannot be formed on the screen. Virtual image can be visualized but cannot be cast on the screen. So since the displacement of the screen is given in this problem, therefore we can say x is the displacement, of screen. Henceforth we can say displacement of real image. Displacement of real image. X is the displacement of real image. And you know, Sir Isaac Newtonian concept, magnification, it is f by x is equal to y by f. Very simple equation, a smart equation. You can apply this equation without putting any sign convention. So this is sign free equations. This equation, since the displacement of the real image is given in the form of displacement of the screen, and y here the distance of image from the focus. Therefore we can say x is the displacement let us say it is y2 minus y1. There is no indication given in this problem either or the screen is moved away from the lens or moved towards the lens. But randomly, I have taken here x is equal to y2 minus y1. So I have taken here screen is moved away from the lens. You know y2 is equal to fm2 and y1 is equal to fm1. So therefore focal length f is equal to x by m2 minus m1. Here x is the displacement of the screen, but in the equation f by x, x is the distance of object from the focus. Since in this problem the displacement is given x, so therefore I have taken here it is x. But in this equation x is the distance of object from the focus, but here x is the displacement of image. So therefore f is equal to x by m2 minus m1. Right option here is A. So you can solve this problem. You can solve this problem without pain. This is painless problem. If we apply this equation directly, you can find this answer. Sometimes you know, problem may be given. Let us say SO is the displacement of object. Here I have told you now several times, if the object is closer to focus, then image is further from the focus. Here y2 taken is greater than y1, so the corresponding object distance x2 is closer to focus and corresponding x1 is further from the focus. So therefore x1 minus x2, if the displacement of object is given in any problem, and you know x1 is equal to f by m1 and this is f by m2. So very easily we can find f is equal to SO by 1 upon m1 minus 1 upon m2. So this is the focal length of the converging lens or converging mirror. It is applicable for mirror and lens, converging mirror and converging lens. So focal length becomes SO by 1 by m1 minus 1 by m2, and when image displacement given, f is equal to x by m2 minus m1. Next problem. The size of the image of an object which is at infinity as formed by the convex lens of focal length 30 cm is 2 cm. So here a converging lens and you know parallel rays incident upon it. Since the object is at infinity and focal length of this lens is 30 cm, so real image formed at a distance 30 cm from the lens, that is at the focus point of the lens. Now a diverging lens is placed at a distance 26 cm from the convex lens. When this diverging lens is placed at a distance 26 centimeter in between the convex lens and real image, so this real image will act as a virtual object for concave lens. And using lens equation, we know lens equation 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Here the virtual object distance is 4 centimeter because the total distance is 30 centimeter and it is at the distance 26 centimeter. So virtual object, this image behaves as a virtual object for this lens. So here U is equal to the virtual object distance is measured along the direction of light from the optical center of lens. So virtual object distance is positive. Along the direction of light, as per the convention, it is positive. And focal length of diverging lens, it is given 20 centimeter. So this is minus 20 centimeter. So V is equal to, 1 by V equal to, we can say 1 by F plus 1 by U. So therefore 1 by V, it is minus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 4, and it is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 20. It is actually 25 minus 1. Therefore, V equal to 20 by 4 centimeter, and this is plus 5 centimeter. So image is formed along the direction of light. In this case, image formed is real. It will slightly diverge and form at a distance 5 centimeters. So image is real. So here we can say the image is real. Image is real. So magnification, M equal to V by U, and this means the size of image by size of object. This object is virtual object. So therefore I by O is equal to 5 by 4, and we can say the size of image finally formed by the combination of these two lenses, 5 by 4 into 2, so therefore it is 2.5 centimeter. So final image is 2.5 centimeter. Final image is 2.5 centimeter, and nature of this image is real. So right option here is B. So in this way, we have discussed today 10 questions, selective questions of ray optics. I hope that you all are benefited by this, and try to apply the Newtonian equations, simple equation xy is equal to f square, and magnification as per the Newtonian equation m is equal to f by x equal to y by f. So in the different problem of ray optics, if we apply the Newtonian equations, so very simply we can find the answers quickly, sometimes without pain we can find the answers. That's all for today. Best of luck.